The name of this seed is going to be Santa Claus is a Pole Fancy 69. Name suggested by
myself, David Amber. I'm the one that came up with this seed name.
Santa Claus is a Pole Fancy 69. Santa Sprite, custom text, no music. Santa Claus is a Pole Fancy 69. What a seed name. Alright, so I rolled another Santa is a Pole Fancy seed, which is, we're going to do Santa's a Pole Fancy 70. Yeah, we're going to do, as long as we're doing these Santa Pole Fancy Christmas themed seeds, we're going to be doing that. So, here, much appreciated. Kickalonian, Stephen Q Beats, Frantic, Super Cyan Fife, Kalari was here for a little while, Phoenix Full of Light. Thank you all for being here, and let's go say hi to our pal Opry.
Yo, David, thanks so much for the raid. Hopefully you're having a freaking awesome night. How was your stream? I imagine you were doing some CV2 Rando, similar to what I'm doing here.
Santa Claus is a Pole Fancy 69.
Or that's the seed title you came up with? Yeah, you were really excited about that seed. I remember you were telling me, like, hey, I came up with the best name for a seed here. And I was like, yeah, man, I mean, it's cool. That's your thing, you know, but you were really excited. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't leave you feeling bad about that. I wanted you to realize that I don't judge. Either way, you know, care about you.
Santa Claus is a Pole Fancy 69. What a seed name.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to fabricate evidence, David. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to do that. I mean, you're making up text messages. I know you're really good at Photoshop, but I mean, like.
All right, so I rolled another Santa is a Pole Fancy seed.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, David. I know my suggestion I made was something different, like everybody have a Merry Christmas or something. You know, everybody have a Merry Christmas. Number 7, I think, is what mine was. But you made a few adjustments to that, so that's cool. Holy bats, Batman. Yeah, it was like number 7, I think. You had a different number in mind, though.
Santa Claus is a Pole Fancy 69.
No, mine was like a Merry Christmas to all, number 7. And then your adjustment. I mean, your adjustment's cool, but it's just different than what I had in mind. That's all.
Santa Claus is a Pole Fancy 69. Santa Claus is a Pole Fancy 69.
Yeah, you probably should, man. That's the one I suggested to begin with. I mean, but like I said, you got to do you, man. You gotta do you. Agreed, Frantic. Yeah. I thought that would have been even more appropriate than what David picked out, but like, you care about your buddies, you know, you don't want to tell them they're doing some bullshit.
Santa Claus is a Pole Fancy 69. What a seed name.
Yeah, I mean, it would have, I mean, I guess it might have bothered me a little bit if I had anything to do with the name of that seed, but that's just, you know, I was glad to cede that over to you as the person who was you're going to be running it, I figured you were really, really stoked about making your own seed name, and that's the one you picked. So I was like, it's all good.
All right, so I rolled another Santa as a Pull Fancy Seed.
Yeah, I didn't name this one either. Koopa named this one. Similar naming convention, like Koopa prefers to name the seeds they play, just like you do, which is what you did with that Santa Claus seed you made. So, yeah, I like to use default names too, or very wholesome type names with, like nice things in them, like kitties are cute. 21. Those are kind of the names I like to do.
All right, so I rolled another Santa as a Pull Fancy Seed, which is, we're going to do Santa as a Pull Fancy 70. What a seed name.
Yeah, I came up with a seed not too long ago. It was a Christmas seed. I think I named it Baby Jesus in the Manger 316 is what it was called.
Pull Fancy. What a seed name.
I sent it to you to see if you wanted to run it, but you had another seed name in mind for what you were about to do, so.
Santa Pull Fancy.
Yep. Baby Jesus in the Manger 316 is what it was, I believe.
Santa Claus is a Pull Fancy 69.
I did a Santa in a Ghost Town seed earlier today, David. Right before this one. For Christmas. I think I named it Christmas is a joy for all and love your family. I think is what I named it, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, so I rolled another Santa as a Pull Fancy Seed.
Yeah, just there for his family. Certainly not a fanciful fellow, if you know what I mean. Put you in a lovely humor. I'm glad to hear that, David. You do have a good sense of humor. I can always tell by the way you name your seeds. I may not understand your humor entirely, but I can appreciate it. If I recall, I might be wrong here, that seed where you tried to skip all those, I think you tried to call that seed I Hump Ponies 42. It is what it is. I thought it was kind of a cool name, but probably wouldn't have gone with that name myself.
What a seed name.
That's not a claim. I can go back and check the authorized ring. Yeah, I had our conversation notarized by a official U.S. Notary Republic. I think it was I Hump Ponies 69 or something.
What a seed name.
And I was like, bro, just call it after some people that are in chat. And you were like, nah, dude. Like, I really want to hump ponies. Yep, down to one piece here. Just need the cross. That's all we need.
Santa Claus is a Pull Fancy 69. What a seed name.